loves, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. My name is Heather. I'm a homeschooling mom of 3 kiddos and we are going into our 11th year of homeschooling. Today I am going to be sharing with you the initial setup that I do with my Erin Condren Teacher Planner. I do have a full video walkthrough of the new 2021-2022 Erin Condren Teacher Planners. I have the softbound as well as the coiled version, which I will leave a link for you if you do not know about the Erin Condren Teacher Planner. This is going to be my 6th, 7th year using that for homeschool planning. It is extremely functional for me. It gives me the right amount of space. It doesn't have a whole lot of extra stuff that I do not need, which is something that I have found with most homeschool planners. They try and combine a lot into one planner, which works great for some people. It does not work for me. It's too overwhelming. So the first thing that I do is I actually print out my public school calendar for my district. Part of that is to make sure that I have holidays listed and vacations listed because my oldest does participate in band with the public school. And then just to know which dates I should not plan field trips for. So I printed that out. This is just the initial setup. This is not how I plan out our entire homeschool year. There will be other videos for that, hopefully. So I'm going to turn the camera around and share with you what I do to start getting ready for a new homeschool year. So this is my 2021-2022 Erin Condren Teacher Planner that I will be using for homeschool planning. Like I said in the beginning, this is just going to be my initial setup for the planner. It is not how I plan out my homeschool year, but I will talk through some of what I do. So we open it up, and the first thing this book belongs to, and you can write your name, and I will just write my name here. Now, I do not have the neatest handwriting, or the prettiest handwriting rather, so but it doesn't bother me because this is purely a functional planner for me, making sure that I have all of our homeschool stuff done. Now, you will notice that some of the things in this planner I will have to adjust, but I do not change all of the labels just because it would be too much for me to do that. Now, in the past, I have covered things up with like these washi stickers from Erin Condren. I really like these layered stickers from Erin Condren, which you could cover up that entire section if you wanted to. I don't know if I'm going to cover it up or not. At the moment, I don't want to, but I may, as I'm going through, I might decide that I do want to cover it up. Now, I think I said this in my unboxing video or my walkthrough video that I'm planning on using these boxes, I think for curriculum or subjects, just to make sure that I have all of the curriculum that I need for this homeschool year. I also had mentioned that I don't usually write passwords down, but this year I think I may, mainly because my kids forgot passwords a lot, and for some reason I did not have them written in a good location so that I could easily find them. And when your child needs to do math and you cannot remember the password, it's a little bit frustrating. But this, so what I'm going to do here is put the subjects and then just check off to make sure that I have the materials that I need. I will be putting my actual curriculum that I'm going to be using most likely in these beginning pages before July. These 2 pages, because we don't do a whole lot of school in July. This is a good place for me to just take some notes and make sure that I have everything that I need for the kids, for our family subjects, everything written down. So I'm not going to do anything on these pages just yet. The next pages are the communication log, and this is where I track Emma's books. Again, in the past, I have used these washi stickers, but with the design the way that it is this time, just a little bit in the corner, I don't think that'll look good. So I just cut just some plain white sticker paper. I have this Avery 8.5 by 11 plain sticker sheets that I can use in my printer if I want to, but what I'm going to do is just put these little stickers over the communication log. Now, this is obviously not the exact same color as the Erin Condren paper, but it's okay. I'm actually going to be taking some of these letter stickers, these are the rose gold ones, and putting Emma's name up at the top. Now, I don't think I'm going to have enough O's to write Emma books on both, as well as write Jack books and Lucy books, so I'm just going to write it on one. I'm just going to use the stickers on one side at the moment. I may get another one of these sticker books. This is the Cool for School sticker book, or see if I have some different stickers that I can use later on. So right now, this is just Emma books. I don't cover up these. I might white this out at some point, but I write the date that she completes the book, the author's name, and then the name of the book. That's how I keep track of her books for the year. We are literature-based homeschoolers. That's why I need 2 pages. And I also log her free reading books so that I just have a record of all of the books that she reads in a year. This next section are these mini monthly calendars, and what I'm going to do is use these transparent, colorful dot stickers to designate different things. I will have a color for birthdays, for vacation, for holidays, days off, conferences, my planning days. All of that will go in here. I'm not entirely sure on all of our vacations and days off at the moment, so I am only going to do some of the stickers. Having these little stickers designating specific days helps me as I'm going through each month to set up a new month, make sure that I have everything on the calendar that I need to. I can obviously adjust this as the months go on and as other things are happening, like doctor's appointments and things like that are not going to be on here at the beginning, but I can put some of the stickers on. Now, the first stickers that I'm going to do are my planning days, and I take a day each month, usually towards the end of the month, to have a planning day. And my planning day is a lot of homeschool planning to think ahead for the next month, to see if I need to make any adjustments or change anything, as well as my normal planning and just keeping everything straight. I do not plan out our entire homeschool year in one weekend. It would be way too overwhelming for me. Sometimes we read books faster, sometimes we move through things faster, sometimes we slow way down. So what I do is I have this planning day. It gives me a chance to look ahead to what's coming up, and then to really just figure out all of the things that I need to do. Now, I'm not going to mark planning days for the rest of the months because I don't need them in this planner. Usually we are done with our homeschool year. I think that based on my days, we plan to be done on the 15th, maybe the 8th of April. And so this planning day will be to sort of wrap up all of the yearly stuff and get everything ready for my teacher review that I have to do in Maine to wrap up our homeschool year. And then after my planning day, I almost always have a monthly conference with the kids, not every month. And this is mainly to just check in with them and see what questions they have, or if they're having any struggles with anything, so that I can make adjustments for the month ahead. You know, I am very observant of the kids and trying to keep up with everything that they're going through. So I already know a lot of stuff when I go into the conference, but my kids do enjoy talking, and I think that it's good to just have some of these little conferences on the schedule so I know. And so my first one will not be until September. Even though we are starting our formal new curriculum in August, I will not do a conference with the kids until the end of September. I don't schedule an end of year conference with the kids on a particular day. I will usually do end of year interviews with the kids during the last week of school, and that's not something that I put on this calendar. The next thing I'm going to do is holidays. So let's pick a color for holidays. And if you want to make some sort of key up at the top, you could put the stickers here and then write in what each day, what each color designates. I am usually able to decipher the colors based on just looking at the calendar. So, but before I knew exactly what the colors were going to be, I would definitely make a key up at the top just so that I had it, so that I knew what was going on. And I'm just using this as a reference for which days are holidays. Then these next pages I talked about in my walkthrough that I wish they ran July through June, because that is how this calendar runs for me. However, I know that not everybody gets a July through June calendar, and because of that, they have them printed this way. I actually wish that they would just be blank boxes, the same way that they are in the life planner, so that you could just designate them how you wish. I mean, not everybody will use them as monthly planning boxes, but so I am just taking the monthly stickers from this sticker book. This is the monthly collection edition 6. They come out with a new monthly collection, usually maybe October, I guess. So I don't know if these are going to cover completely. It just about covers it, so I'm going to call that a win. They already ripped September. That one didn't come out very good. This one obviously does not cover it, and I will find some white out to just wipe that out. I don't have some at the moment though. And then the same for June. I just don't have enough sticker to cover the entire month. But overall, I'm very pleased with how these look. Now the next pages are graph pages, and I know that everybody uses them differently. I use these again as trackers for my kids' books. So again, I'm just going to take these stickers, these letter stickers, if I can find them, in the back here, and I'm just going to write Jack books and then Lucy books. So now I have Lucy's books, Jack's books, and then up at the front, Emma's books. And that is how I track their books. Sometimes I do track them on Goodreads as well, but I am more apt to write them down than I am to put them in under a specific list on Goodreads. I do tend to track the books that I read to the kids, but not the books that they read themselves. And then we move into the monthly sections. Like I said, this is where I'm going to put all of our curriculum and resources just to make sure that I have everything that I need. I will list out the subject, and then under each subject I will have each kid's name and then write out the resources that I'm using for that particular subject, as well as a family section. I am not going to be doing anything with these pages at the moment. But then we get into the monthly section, and this is where these holiday stickers come in handy. Now, there are three pages of stickers that come with the teacher planner, everything from July 2021 through December 2022. I do not need these July through December 2022, so I will set those aside. But I do need these stickers, and I really like how they send these stickers with the planner and they don't put anything on the planner itself. And the reason I like it is because not everybody celebrates the same holidays, and so some people have some holidays on their list and some celebrate others, and having it on these sheets so that I can put them in individually is a huge help, and I hope that they do decide to do that with the life planner as well. So I am just going to go through for each month and put the holidays that we are going to be using in the monthly spread. And then we get to June, and I don't usually do any holidays in June because we are done with school at this point. I do them obviously in my life planner and my daily planner. However, I just don't need them in here, so I don't put them in here. And then because the last week in June ends on the 1st of July in 2022, they do give you the month of July and then this weekly planning page for the last week in June and the first day of July. And then you get like half a page here. Now for the checklist pages, in the past, what I have done is I get all of the checklist pages, and I will have one spread per child per month, and I list the days of the month down the left side, and then I list all of the subjects, chores, character qualities, everything that I want my child to be involved in a month. I put it up here. I have not done this in a couple of years, partly because now I just have a printable from my website that I will print out and use, because what happened was once I added Lucy, I did not have enough checklist pages for 12 months of each kid. I think you can get up to 28 checklist pages, and I have 3 kids, so 3 times 12 is 36, and that is not enough pages. Now, they did come out with a checklist book this year, and this has enough checklist pages for all of my kids, and it has just about the same number. They're just narrower lines. So you can get one of these checklist books and use it that way. It also gives you more space for communication log or reading logs and more graph paper. So if, for example, I realize that at the beginning of my book, I do not have enough space for all of the books, or if I want to log more than just what Emma is specifically reading, if I want to also include the books that I am reading to Emma for certain subjects and I want to log those, you may think that this is plenty of space for logging books for a year, but my kids read a lot of books and I do write them all down. So if I don't have enough space, I can use this. Because I'm not using these checklist pages, I did only get the 7 included checklist pages this year, but that is how I've used them in the past as a habit tracker to make sure that I am covering everything that I want in a specific month. And it also gives me an opportunity to see where I may need to spend a little bit more time or less time. If, for example, I see that we've only done science 3 times in a month, then obviously I want to spend more time on science in the following month. But that's how I use these checklist pages. The last thing that I'm going to do is just look for a first day of school sticker. I wonder if I have one. I do. I don't know if I like that one or if there's one in here that I might like better, because I'm not a big silver fan. So I do not have a first day sticker in that sticker book, so I am going to use this first day sticker here. And I am going to put it on our first day of school this year, which sometimes we start in July, but this summer we are doing 2 3-week mini sessions, and we're going to try and do a little bit of vacation. We are still doing school-ish things. I do have a video of what we're using this summer for our summer homeschool session, so I will leave a link for that, but we are not going to start our formal learning until the 9th of August. The 9th is going to be our first day of school this year. Now, like I said, I think that our last day, I did think that our last day was going to be April 15th. However, because that is Good Friday, and that's our Easter holiday weekend, we won't have school this day, so I think I'm going to try and finish up on the 8th, and that just means that I have to adjust some of our time at some other point in the year. So because we homeschool year round, we can really choose how we want our year to go, when we need days off, etc. In Maine, we need 175 days for the entire year of homeschool education. We always exceed that because even though we're usually done with our formal curriculum in April, we still do other learning May, June, and July. And so we tend to have lots of extra days of school. But because we're year-round homeschoolers, what that really breaks down to is doing about 15 days of school each month. So some months we do more, some we do less. It depends on the month. We take from the week of Thanksgiving through New Year's Day off from our formal curriculum, but we are still doing what I call Christmas schooling. And so we are still doing math and writing and reading, but it shifts away from the normal curriculum that we're using and the normal books, and we move to more Advent activities, crafts, writing letters and cards to friends. We do a lot of baking, and it's more fun, more little projects and things like that. So I may have to adjust some of that time. I was thinking I would take the full 2 weeks off of Thanksgiving and the first week in December, and then taking off this from Christmas Eve through New Year's, where I just don't have anything on the schedule, and I might adjust that a little bit. We will see. Like I said, this is just the initial setup of my planner, and then I spend VBS week when my kids are all out of the house for a good chunk of the week to really drill down and plan out days and the first, term of our homeschool year, and make sure I have all of our stuff ready. I will have videos of that in the future, but right now this is the initial setup. It's not a whole lot, but it is what works for me. I do still need to put birthdays on this calendar, and then also any vacation time that we are definitely going to be off from school. I need to put that on here as well, but like I said, I do not know those exact dates yet. So that is my initial setup of the teacher planner. I hope that it was informative for you. I will be sharing how I use my planner, how I plan out my year, my months, my weeks, my days as we go through the rest of the summer and as we start our new homeschool year. So I will leave some of the links from previous years in the description box if you are interested in seeing some of the other planning videos that I have done. And if you have questions about anything, please let me know in the comments below. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.